o'clock this morning, his cell phone was pinged at the area of I-17 in Northern.
Oh my goodness! So AM, during the AM, he was sounding. Oh my gosh, why?
This is Mrs. Chae. Just moments ago, she made a desperate 911 call. Her husband had vanished after finishing a lecture at ASU University.
I contacted police department yesterday, and they haven't reached me yet with any information.
What began as a missing person investigation quickly expanded into a nationwide effort, drawing in multiple law enforcement agencies determined to uncover the truth. For the next 114 days, investigators chased one lead after another, never expecting the case to end with a discovery that would leave even seasoned officers shaken.
Get that long leg up there.
Oh my god, this bag is heavy, 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 heavy.
On May 25, 2020, officers arrived at ASU's Tampa campus after receiving a missing person report from the wife of Professor Junsuk Chae. She explained that her husband had disappeared after spending the day in the university's engineering building.
I should be in the engineering building, I think.
Does it say exactly which one?
Professor Chae was widely respected in the field of biomedical engineering. Throughout his career, he contributed to major research projects and had even developed a working prototype of a brain implant.
My name is Junsuk Chae, and I'm working as a PI and QNS, and I'm leading the optics combined SPM room.
The responding officer first asked for the professor's phone number and tried calling him. His wife had already made several unsuccessful attempts, and this call ended the same way with no answer before going to voicemail.
Give you that. Is it alright if I try to? I'm gonna call that number real quick. See if he answers on that. You've called both his personal and his office phone, I'm guessing?
I did.
Okay. Is this the first time he hasn't come home, like, on time?
Yeah.
Okay. And first time he hasn't answered calls or anything?
Yeah, first time. He always
like
tell
calls
me
or
in
texts?
advance, that he's gonna be late or, yeah.
How do you pronounce his name?
Junsuk.
Junsuk. Okay.
With no response from the phone, officers shifted their focus to the professor's vehicle. A be on the lookout alert was requested in hopes that another agency might locate the car. His wife had already searched the campus parking areas herself, but hadn't been able to find it.
And then, what kind of car does he drive? Did you drive here and already go through the structure looking for his car? Did you see it at all?
No, I couldn't find it.
Okay.
But I was walking through, so maybe I missed one. I'm not so sure.
Okay.
So somebody's checking in the building?
Yeah, I asked another officer to go look, so I don't know if they're there yet, but they should be heading that way.
One location still needed to be checked, the professor's office. While one officer headed there, another update came in. Campus records showed the professor's vehicle leaving the university earlier that day, and there was no record of it ever returning. Parking data confirmed the same timeline, making it clear that Professor Chae had driven away from campus, but where he went after that remained a mystery.
So that's him. Yeah, but 567. I called his work phone. No, just kept ringing, wouldn't go to voicemail. Called his personal, went straight to voicemail.
Okay. We'll go down. I think I used to before down here.
10-4. Can you do a 27-9 for him? So they're gonna head over to his office right now.
Do you mind if I go with him or it's not?
No, they don't have any seats open.
Thank you for
Oh, no
helping.
problem.
I was like so helpless.
The last time dispatch is saying that he exited the parking structure was at 3 o'clock today, and he hasn't entered any structure since.
Oh, so he exited his parking lot at 3 o'clock from...
10-4, thank you. He left the parking structure, and he hasn't come back to any parking structure.
While officers continued speaking with the family, another investigator searched Professor Junsuk Chae's office.
527.
His stuff is here.
Go ahead. I mean, 4742.
I mean, I only assume that he comes and goes with that stuff.
The room showed no signs of a struggle, but something immediately stood out. Several personal belongings he normally took home were still on his desk, suggesting he had planned to return before something unexpectedly changed his plans. Campus records had already confirmed that his vehicle left the university earlier that afternoon. After that, his whereabouts were completely unknown.
Does he have any other locations that he goes to? Like during the day, like was he supposed to go grocery shopping today or anything like that? No? Okay. And do you know what he was wearing today? Do you remember what he was wearing? No. His haircut, was that about the same?
Same.
Okay.
About the same.
And does he normally wear like a suit, like a jacket, like a business attire kind of outfit?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Well, I
Okay.
don't remember this morning what he was wearing.
Okay. All right. Do you happen to have your ID? I'm just gonna get your info down in case I need to reach out to you.
Officers gathered his description and vehicle information before expanding the search and updating Mrs. Chae. Away from the children, detectives asked more detailed questions about the professor's routine and health.
I didn't see his vehicle. My partner over in the building that he works at went to his office. Didn't see him in there and hasn't seen him in yet in the building, but they're still looking. Can I talk to you away from your children?
Yeah, sure.
But do you have any concerns for his safety at all? Anything like, has he been expressing any type of self-harm, like he's gonna hurt himself, kill himself?
No.
Okay. Any signs of like depression, or has he had a history of depression?
No.
Any history of mental illness? Okay. Has he received any threats from people?
Mrs. Chae didn't believe her husband had disappeared on purpose, but she feared he might have experienced a medical emergency. She couldn't think of anywhere he would normally drive after work.
My fear was he got a stroke or something and...
Has he had previous medical history?
No.
No. Does he take any medication? No. Okay.
But he's 46 and...
46?
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigators interviewed witnesses and learned that no one had seen Professor Chae since the middle of the afternoon. His office remained untouched, with no evidence of forced entry or violence, leaving detectives with more questions than answers.
So these were the officers who went to the building, so they didn't see him at all. And they talked to some people that were in there, and they didn't have any recollection of seeing him. It's possible his phone died, and maybe he just had to go run some errands, which is why he's late. But we've had this in the past where, like, you know, there's such a good, like, such a routine with a faculty member, you know, coming home at precisely this time, always answering their phone or letting them know when they're going to be late. So this does happen. It's fairly common. Sorry,
It's okay,
where
it's
we're
okay.
at now.
I think you're helping me a lot. I mean, I was really, out of help. Like, I was like eating.
Another officer reviewed the professor's campus access records to help establish a timeline. Since only a few hours had passed, investigators continued treating the case as an active missing person investigation.
No luck?
No. Only maybe half a dozen cars even there.
Okay. So my sergeant looked at his card access, and it's showing that the last time he used his card was around 12 p.m., I believe.
Okay.
Unfortunately, like, nothing is standing out as a safety concern or medical concern from what you've told me. It is definitely odd from his normal routine that you guys have.
They gave Mrs. Chae a direct contact number and explained what would happen if he still hadn't returned by midnight.
It's possible that something could have happened, like a car accident or maybe a medical episode happened and he had to go to the hospital. But usually they would do a pretty good job at finding out contact information for family members.
Yes.
I saw your phone was set up in Korean,
No, it's
or is it in English?
English, but I sometimes save my husband name in Korean,
Does he do that as well with his phone?
No.
No, okay, so it should say, your name.
Yeah.
Okay, so they should be able to figure out who they need to call. So it's possible if he always takes the same route to and from work, freeway-wise, you can call a nearby hospital to see if he's been there.
Okay.
But what I would do, since it's only been about 7 hours since his car was seen exiting the parking structure, I would head home Just wait, see if he doesn't come back. If he doesn't come back next few hours, like going past midnight, call us back, update us. If he doesn't come back, we'll document it. And then if he does come back though, please give us a call back so we know that.
The next morning, officers returned to campus and found Mrs. Chae becoming increasingly emotional.
So I contacted police department yesterday, and they haven't reached me yet with any information. I don't even know his office number.
So we have very limited information right now. The last update we had was his cell phone was pinged in the area of I-17 and Northern. But we have not been able to get in touch with him, and we're not sure where he's at right now.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
That's all I have right now.
So he was pinged around I-17 and
Northern. Okay, let me go see what time that was. So that was at about 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, 3 o'clock this morning, his cell phone was pinged at the area of I-17 and Northern.
Oh my goodness!
While detectives continued following new leads, they also traced the last known location of the professor's phone. The search produced no sign of his vehicle or any witnesses, forcing investigators to rely on surveillance footage to reconstruct his final movements.
Lecture this morning at 9 o'clock. Is there like a way that I can talk to the maybe electrical chair department chair or?
That's possible. Do you know who that person is?
I can look up the online.
Stephen Phillips. Okay. And he's supposed to, and your husband's supposed to get a lecture?
Yeah, give a lecture, online lecture this morning at 9 o'clock.
Surveillance footage allowed investigators to piece together Professor Junsuk Chae's final confirmed movements. Earlier that morning, he arrived at the engineering building carrying 2 bags. Hours later, shortly after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the cameras captured him leaving with only 1. The second bag was later discovered inside his office, suggesting he had expected to return before something unexpectedly interrupted his plans. The footage followed the professor as he took the elevator to the ground floor, walked through the parking garage, and got into his vehicle. Just a couple of minutes later, his car exited the campus and disappeared from the view of the security cameras. From that point on, investigators had no confirmed sightings. Detectives continued sharing every new development with Mrs. Chae, who remained hopeful after learning her husband's cell phone had briefly connected to a nearby tower before suddenly going silent. Weeks later, the investigation took a major turn. During a routine traffic stop in Shreveport, Louisiana, officers located Professor Chae's missing vehicle with 3 people inside who had no connection to him. All 3 were detained for questioning while the vehicle was impounded for forensic examination. Inside, investigators recovered several of the professor's personal belongings, providing the strongest evidence yet that the disappearance involved foul play. The investigation then shifted toward locating the suspect's disposal sites.
We have a Ozark Trail tent bag that looks like there might be blood on it.
You got dirt.
That actually looks like it's either rust or blood on it.
I don't think that. Is it blood on there?
I don't know, it's something red.
Detectives searched multiple dumpsters before sanitation trucks could empty them. At one location, investigators noticed what appeared to be blood stains on the ground, raising hopes they had found an important clue. After a closer inspection, however, the substance turned out to be transmission fluid.
You know, dry.
I smell pee, that's about it.
You would have smelled the body.
Yeah, you would have smelled it.
Transmission fluid don't coagulate.
You wouldn't fit a body in that though.
No, you definitely wouldn't.
No.
But
Unless they wrapped his head in it. And then
it would be with the tent.
Yeah.
If they, you know.
I don't think it's blood. Blood would have dried by now.
Yeah. The blood would have hardened and dried already.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be wet like this.
No, I wouldn't.
Alright, it might be transmission fluid.
I
But
don't think it's blood. But it's a tent covering and it's got what looks like transmission fluid on it. At least that's what she's saying, but who knows? She's probably higher than Chae.
Well, and I was saying, what if she's not even telling the truth about where they put the body?
Tents can look different at nighttime.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start pulling shit out.
Yeah, we gotta get in. Alright, Van Bueller, up and at him.
I'm gonna go grab my gloves. Just me by myself?
Go, buddy.
I get a step stool.
Get that long leg up there.
Is your body cam going?
Yep.
Inconsistencies in the suspect's statements convinced detectives they were searching in the right area. While one team continued checking dumpsters, another searched nearby desert terrain for the weapon believed to have been used in the attack.
I mean, if we're looking for a bloody hammer or a crime scene,
it might even be in that if it's possible.
we would need a dog. We would need something to help other than our eyes. I think if it's resources are available. Yeah, canine supervisor, give me a 21, please. Hey, you're the canine guy, right? Oh, yeah. Hey, so we're up here on 7th Street and Carefree Highway behind the Four Sons. It all started this morning when police in Louisiana stopped a stolen car. The owner of the car is a missing person. Detectives in Louisiana are interviewing the suspects in the car. They're saying they murdered the car owner in the desert area behind the Four Sons.
After an extensive search, investigators discovered a rock stained with blood. Laboratory testing and the surrounding evidence strongly suggested they had finally identified the crime scene.
You know, I just saw a rock that looks like it has some blood on it, and I'm going to mark it. Now that I saw a rock with what I think is blood just from hunting, I may have crime scene. Oh, there's another blood. There's some more blood. I may have crime scene come out and see if this blood's human, if they can do that. Hey, can you call AJ back? I want to talk to him real quick.
Yeah.
I got some blood over there.
You do?
Yeah. It's a couple different rocks with blood on it. What's that? There's a couple different rocks with blood on it. There's probably a lot more. We're just not seeing it.
I truly believe that this right here, this is your struggle. I mean, there's. I mean,
yeah, I saw blood on these rocks.
No, hang on. Yeah, there's right
blood here. That's what I saw. Yeah, that's the first one I saw.
There's one there, right there.
Oh yeah.
And then
this rock over here that I was showing you.
The discovery led officers to inspect the nearest dumpster, believing it may have been used to dispose of the victim's body. Unfortunately, it had already been emptied into a landfill.
All right, easy enough.
I don't know what else they need. I mean, we killed this guy here. There's blood here. We saw the people here earlier with the tent.
Right.
And
now the tent's gone.
All right, so let's just get out.
That meant Professor Chae's remains were buried beneath thousands of tons of garbage, forcing authorities to launch an enormous recovery operation. For 48 days, search crews carefully sorted through mountains of waste before finally recovering Professor Chae's remains. The investigation ended with the arrest of teenagers Gabrielle Austin and Javen Azell, who were extradited to Arizona to face charges of first-degree murder, armed robbery, and vehicle theft. According to investigators, the suspects likely could have delayed their capture had they abandoned the professor's vehicle. Instead, continuing to drive his car and use his belongings created the trail of evidence that ultimately led detectives straight to them.